v.h.s.x? What do you mean?
Alright everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. We're playing some Ghostface today. We're doing a post commentary to review my gameplay. Yeah, we're returning to the game a little bit in this gameplay, so just seeing what the vibes are. We're using Spirit Fury Enduring with Corrupt at the beginning here, which is allowing me to get some very good stalking very early. And then it allows me to immediately start to mark this survivor. I figured that judging by the pathing, I might as well just go for them. Which we got them exposed off the bat, which means that we can get a very early chase started. We go for the mind game here. It seems like they wanted to slam the pallet, didn't really know where to look. And that is the power of using your power and chase. You got to recharge through the wallet add-on. So, I've been using this build for a very long time, so I'm kind of already used to kind of utilizing the wallet add-on. And of course, Philly is always a really good add-on. I pretty much always run it, unless otherwise. But usually, I run Philly just to make stalking very fast. You combine leaning and Philly, you pretty much have a very good amount of stalk speed, so that it keeps things very fast, and you don't really have to waste too much time. Now, by the angle that we were taking, it does mean that we're able to get them here. We do go for the pallet break, obviously, so we can get our Spirit Fury active. We actually see a different survivor rolling in here, so I was at least trying to get like a hit in, but I think they had balance, so that's why I just kind of ran back to kick the gen. I figured that the Meg most likely ran away. That's just kind of what we were going with. We tried to just double check the area. We do waste a bit of time doing this, of course, but I figured that maybe they did like stay in the area, so I wanted to at least try to go back towards where the Yui was. And we have a Spirit Fury active, so that we know that we can use that in chase. The reason I do use these perks is that it does help for me to be able to get chases done very fast, and it is very good. It's a very good combination. Makes chases very fast, especially when you have an exposed. It really will cut down on that amount of time, because you got to keep in mind that when you are playing in the current meta with gen perks being as common as they are now, you want to keep things quick. So just like before, we're just trying to utilize whatever we can here to really create the fastest chases we possibly can. Now we're going for her again. It seems like she either healed herself or whatever have you. But we're just going to go ahead and start to chase after this person again, considering we have this as an option. Now, not too sure how that lunge missed. I feel like I should have gotten that, but hey, you know, should have probably just been more patient. Now, we don't want to use our Spirit Fury yet. We want to make sure they're injured first before we go ahead and do that. We got the mind game off, which is really solid. We're able to continue to cut off their angle to keep them going toward the back of the map and keep them against the corners and toward the wall. You don't want to give them the rest of the map. It makes it too difficult. So it seems like she expected me to mind game there, so she hesitates, which means I'm able to get the down very quickly. We're now able to just immediately hook the Yui now on the corner of the shack. Gen gets done, so our timing is not too off, which is pretty decent. I also notice that there is a bit of a 3-gen in this area, so we do have to hold down this position. A map like this is very large, and the tiles can be kind of good, you know, especially with cow tree and other things like that. So from here, this is where I hold the position, and we're trying not to get revealed here, so we can at least lean off of a couple things and see if we can get some stalking in on people running in to go for a save. Now we see that this Meg here is just kind of in the area, so I figure I can at least get an M1. Maybe get the pallet, which we did actually get it this time. So we were able to just go ahead and break it, get our power back immediately. But we don't continue chasing because we know that this person is on the second hook about to die, right? So ultimately we're trying to defend the area, see if we can catch anyone else closing in. And then we try to lean off of the hay bale, like the hay thing, the corn stack there. I don't know what that is, but we're trying to lean off the hay bales and stuff like that, so we do get that person eliminated out of the game. We got a little bit of stalking on the Jake as well. Now we're getting revealed from multiple angles. That's how we're trying to you know, trying our best here. So it seems like the bot is actually closing in, so we just go ahead and just give them a hit. They ended up quitting for whatever reason. Now, when you're dealing with a bot and they go for a window, you ultimately just want to go side to side just to get them to exhaust the window so that they don't have any other options. Now, we're just going to go ahead and knock down the bot. Now, what we do here with the bot is because it's a bot, right? We ultimately want to get the bot out of the game as soon as possible. So we are going to be pursuing the bot again because obviously they're not only do they have wall hacks, right? The bots essentially will always know where you are and will be able to instantly reveal, and they'll also be able to rush out gens very rapidly. So having a bot in the lobby can be a bit of a detriment, especially you know, when in a match, especially with like an M1 killer. Now here we lean off of there, we break ourselves out of Shroud so that we can have them 99 and it'll be all off a cooldown by the time we need it. So that's why we're keeping an eye out. We want to go for the bot again. The one that's injured, they are, you know, probably the best player on the team right now. So we just ultimately want to exhaust the bot's options. So we're going to use this side of the T here and get them to exhaust all the vaults. And then we immediately go after them again to down them for the second time. And then we could potentially get a pallet even if they didn't drop the pallet, or if they did, rather, we could also get our Spirit Fury up. So ultimately, we're still... despite it being a bot, it is going to be an efficient chase, to say the least. Now, what we're doing here is we're going back and using this corner of the map as our 3-gen, because we know that even in this position, we are in a pretty good spot, but even with this, like, you can still, you know, end up losing the game anyway. So here was a good thing, like, we were able to mark them, and we just take a look around, because I know that there was a Jake just in the area. I figured that I did see him running around, so I just thought maybe he would be by the shack, but it didn't seem like he was. But I wanted to quickly check. I figured I had enough time because maybe they would save the bot potentially, so that's why I wanted to make sure I checked the lockers just in case. Maybe, but you know, I didn't want to waste too much time, so I figured, well, let me at least give the mega hook, and we can just go ahead and utilize that to our advantage. So that is ultimately what we're doing there. Now maybe they'll save the bot, maybe they won't. If they save the bot, we know where they both are. If they don't, then we just can walk away with a 3K here potentially if they don't want to save anyone at all. So the bot does end up getting eliminated, meaning that Jake is the only one that's left active on the in the match right now. So ultimately, what we're trying to do is see if maybe they go for the save. You know, we try to stay within the area. It seemed like they were just kind of hiding, waiting for the save. So I assume that that's like exactly what I had predicted, but it just was not able to utilize that. Now, I wanted to mark them up because they do have a med kit. They could potentially try to heal themselves, and then that's when I can just expose them again, which is a little minor thing that I constantly am trying to tell people who do play Ghostface. Use that to your advantage. If they are healing, they're not on the gen, so that's going to give you a bit of slowdown. And you ultimately, you know, and here also another little tip is I'll use the Shroud as a way to reveal, you know, to get them to reveal and give me free information. So in that sense, like, he was hiding, so we figure if he reveals, we'll know where he is. So that's exactly what we do there. Now we try to mind game it there. We bought a little distance, but the tile is very good. So but it does mean that we also get the pallet out of it. So it wasn't a complete loss there. So pretty good there. We're able to start stalking him up. Now, they're both injured anyway, but you're going to see in this instance here, because I started, actually marked up the Jake on purpose, and I wanted to stock up the Meg a little bit more, then get my power back from the pallet, so I have it recharged. And you're going to see in a second here, you're really going to see in a second why, you know, me marking him was actually a good thing. Because ultimately I was going for more points, but then I realized you're going to see in just a second, he just used a syringe. Now, he does pre-drop the pallet. If he did stun me with that pallet, it would have been an insta-down. And as you can see, Meg also just healed. So this is exactly why I was saying you got to mark injured survivors, or at least have them 99, so by the time they fully heal, it'll just be right back to being one-shot again. Like, all of that doesn't necessarily matter. It seems like this guy is really just in love with the whole W. Now, that is one of the biggest weaknesses you would say, I would have to say, for Ghostface. I've definitely known people to say that that's supposed to be like his big play, like, oh, he has exposed, so that means he's good. It's like, nah, not necessarily. If I played that incorrectly, he would have been able to run out the exposed timer, and I wouldn't have been able to get the down in the first place. But we're able to mind game him to buy the distance we needed. Now all we're doing here is just wasting enough time so that we're able to you know, get the mark here. Now we don't want, we see that they're trying to pre-drop. I figured out now we can just get our power back again in case we need it. But ultimately we're just going to go around. I figured I would get revealed by the down guy. She does end up somehow not getting hit there, and then somehow got the pickup, so we just downed them again. So first and foremost, we decide, let me go ahead and hook Jake, because I know the 4% is probably going to be at least 40 to 400% at this rate. So that's why we know, just judging by the, it feels like there's a multiplier to the gens or something. It's 4 gens, so that probably adds like an extra like 40%. Who knows, right? So what I did was I just kind of crouched by the survivor here, so that if they do unhook, they can't go for the save or anything like that. So that's why we just waited out. And then we, of course, then hook Meg now, just to make sure that we can confirm the 4K without having to deal with the whole process of they got unhooked and then you got to follow them again, and it can be a big hassle. So just nice, clean, just end the game, we won, and then you move on, which will be the end of the video for today, guys. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Hopefully I provided a little bit of tips and information as to how I've been playing Ghostface. And if you guys are want to see more Ghostface content, stay tuned. You know, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, comment. You know what I'm saying? And check the description for ways to support the channel. And do all the YouTube things, you know. And subscribe for more Ghostface. We'll be posting more in the coming days. That being said, thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.